Hi guys, thanks for tuning in. This is Niall Lynn and I don't have makeup on because this is a coronavirus my symptoms video number 3, and I'm happy to tell you that I am feeling better. I'm still resting a lot. I mean, today I slept in, I got up very late in the day, did a couple things like in my house, and then was tired and took a nap. And now I'm back up again, so I thought I'd make a video for you. And then what I'm really gonna do is get in the shower next and go back to sleep. So I'm still tired. I still have like a little bit of congestion, not as much. I mean, I'm still, this is going to be TMI and totally gross. I'm still coughing up phlegm and like spitting it out. It's really disgusting. I'm drinking a lot of tea. This is my chai tea that I love so much. Any chai tea will do, I'm sure. This one doesn't have any sugar in it. I don't drink tea with sugar in it. This doesn't even have honey in it. Oh, this is my cup. I prefer dogs over people. I like people, but I love dogs. Okay, so I wanted to update you on some things. Okay, so remember in the first video I showed you that I got this way before I got sick, because I was like, oh, this thing is coming. I better be prepared. I got this and this, and I also had the gummies. The airborne gummies, which were so tasty. And I sort of OD'd on this stuff a bit. And, you know, like I was making sure that I was getting 2,000, let me see. 2,000 milligrams of vitamin C a day. So I was taking either 2 of these or a bunch of these and some of these, or a gummy and some of these, up to 2,000 milligrams a day, to boost my immunity before I got sick. And the way I got sick is that my husband got sick first and I caught it from him. So there was no way, once he was sick, we live in a small New York City apartment, for me not to get it from him. There's no place to go quarantine. There's no separate room. It's a railroader apartment. So it's basically like a studio, but a little bit bigger, you know? So once he was sick I was going to catch whatever. I'm always going to catch whatever he's going to catch, whatever he catches. And this time, unfortunately, it happened to be during a global pandemic. Now, I have not been tested, which you'll hear from the other videos, but I have talked to my doctor, and her, virtual diagnosis on the video chat phone conference thing was that I have all the symptoms, that my husband had all of the symptoms. But in New York, from what she told us, was that she's like, the tests are being saved for emergency situations. So the testing doesn't seem to be all over the place yet. I'm hoping that we'll be able to get an antibody test and then maybe give blood plasma. So I got these, and I really think that, and mind you, I'm not a medical professional, but the doctor did say I was doing the right things. I do think that taking all of the stuff that I was taking, I was also taking this, and a bunch of other vitamins, and like a regular Centrum vitamin, and a bunch of other stuff that I've talked about in other videos. And I do think that helped this, I'm praying, because like I'm saying this now hoping that this is true later, right? I do think that taking all these vitamins and doing everything I can to up my immunity made it so that I do not have deadly COVID symptoms. And I hope that God willing, is true till the end of time, because I got really scared when it was more serious. I'm feeling better now. When it was more severe, I want to say, I'm feeling better now. But when it was first going on, and like we had the body aches and the fever and the everything, and then the not being able to breathe, and then my husband felt winded, which is his way of saying he doesn't feel like he can breathe, and like all of that stuff, I was terrified. I mean, you can imagine, I'm here in New York City, and they're like, saying they're going to run out of ventilators, and you're watching all this news that they're going to like not resuscitate people, and just all this crazy stuff. So my hope is that what I did and what I'm sharing with you helped to lessen the blow of this coronavirus infection. But I can't guarantee that because I'm not a medical professional. And again, I have not been tested. I probably won't be able to get tested here until there's like an antibodies test. And I don't know where to get one of those yet. I've heard some people have had them, but they're people that had the coronavirus test because they were in an emergency, I guess. I don't really know. I do know one actor guy had the antibodies test and was giving blood plasma. And I was like, where can I do this? And he seemed to, he sort of reiterated the same thing. It was only for people that were already tested and are now past and don't have the symptoms. So until I get a test, I won't know for sure. Okay, so what else did I want to share with you? Oh, the other thing, I take a hot shower every night right before bed. Then I put this, like this generic Vicks Vapor Rub on my chest here, and then I actually put it here. And I also have, every night have had throat lozenges. I've gone through several different bags and several different types, but right now these are the ones I have. And, oh, this stuff, I ran out of this stuff. I kept the bottle to show you. I should actually put that in my empties box that's under my desk. And then I ordered this stuff, which is the generic version. It's not as tasty. So it's like this. And it's a tablet. I think I prefer this one because this had a packet and you could shake it up and put it in your water bottle. And I like to drink seltzer. So let me show you. Like I have vitamin C in my seltzer. So like that's how I make sure I get my water, is to drink a whole big thing of seltzer. And so I did put this tablet in there. It's just not as tasty, but it has everything you need. It just tastes a little bit more like medicine. So this has vitamin C and vitamin E and vitamin A and magnesium and zinc and selenium and potassium. Now, my mom, who was a nurse, and I believe her doctor told her this. Now, mind you, this is not medical advice. This is just what my mom was telling me. All right. She said to take 2,000 milligrams of vitamin C a day as a prep. Now, her doctor gave her a Z-Pack because she wasn't feeling well, and he gave her that without giving her a coronavirus test. He was sort of a little withholding with the test too, but he did give her a Z-Pack. And she's older, and so I guess he was trying to be cautious about and like making, you know, preventative just in case she had it, and I appreciate that. So thank you, whoever that doctor is. My mom doesn't live near me because she's, you know, in another state, unfortunately, which really sucks right now. Because I wish she was like, you know, literally next door. Okay. I'm getting sidetracked. I could talk about my mom forever. Okay, so the other things that I think are a good idea, I wanted to show you guys what I was wearing before getting this. And, you know, I was doing this before it got really serious and before the shutdown, but my husband wasn't. And so he got sick because he wasn't taking it as seriously as I was. Now, I'm always the kind of person that has hand sanitizer on every handbag. I have it on my keychain. I'm always carrying some sort of little thing in my pocket. But, you know, I'm married to a guy that's like a regular dude, and he doesn't, you know, I mean, he washes his hands, but he's not like hand sanitizing every 5 seconds. And he wasn't wearing a mask. I was wearing a mask. I was wearing this. I was using gloves. We don't have a lot of gloves, and we only each have one mask, and they're like our emergency masks. They were in our emergency kit. So we do have the N95 masks, but this is like the only one I have. And I have washed it and reused it because that's all I have, you know. So if you have one, you can wash it. There's videos on how to wash it on YouTube. These are regular like cleaning gloves, you know, for like housework and stuff like that. They are thin. They are like hospital type of gloves, so they do break, so you have to be careful with them. But we don't have a lot of these, so we do wash them off and reuse them. You could use, if you had to, regular winter gloves and wash them off. You know, like make sure you, the minute you get them home, you wash them off. Put them in your washing machine and dry them under hot heat. It's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. I mean, stay in as much as possible, but if you have to go run to the grocery store, definitely wear a mask and gloves. The other things that I think you should wear to the grocery store, and mind you, I'm not going to the grocery store right now, but if you have to, the things that I think you should wear, I think you should wear a hat, because it would catch if someone's, you know, spit in the air, sprayed. And then I think you should wear some sort of eye protection. And so then you would have your mask on like this. Right, all the way on. Over your head, obviously. These go over your head. And then you'd have your gloves on. And that would give you a lot of coverage. And if you don't have a mask like that, you can wear other things like this. This is one of those headband type thingies. You can also wear a bandana, and there's videos on YouTube on how to make masks out of bandanas. This is like a headband, you know, that us ladies, a lot of times we have these, we use them when we work out or to clean our face, you know, push our hair back. And they make these in like more masculine prints if you prefer a more masculine print, guys. And you can wear this like this with your hat and sunglasses. And I know I look like a bank robber, but like, you know, it's better than nothing as far as coverage if you do have to go out and go to the store. And I would wear these out, especially if you're in a major city like New York or Chicago or New Orleans. I would wear that if you have to go to the frickin' mailbox. I would totally wear that. So yeah, this is one of these types of things. I usually wear these like to work out and to clean the house. The other thing I did get, which is really cute, which I wanted to show my ladies that watch my channel, because it is mostly a beauty channel. My hair looks crazy. I obviously don't have any makeup on today, and you know, I'm in quarantine here. There's nothing glamorous about this, but this is glamorous. And I got this more for when I'm symptom-free and going out, because obviously we're still going to need to wear masks for quite a while here in New York, until everybody gets tests, you know. So I got this cute mask. How cute is this? So I got that on Etsy, and they have all different kinds. They have kinds for kids. I'm trying to look for the label for it. Here, I bought it on Etsy. That's etsy.com. People make things, and there's also, so there's homemade, and there's these types of things. And I got this because, like, in my mind, when I put my lipstick on is when I'm ready to go out of the house. And with a mask, you can't wear lipstick because it gets all in it. So I thought it would make me feel more normal. So that's from this place. And it says I'm going to try to make it focus there. OneStopRave.com was the tag on it, but I bought it on Etsy. So I imagine you could get on the website too. There's all kinds of cute ones. So if you have kids, you can get cute ones, you know. And I would wear this. I would actually wear this with maybe, I don't know, should I put these on with it? Yeah, I mean, why not? If I have to wear a mask every day in Manhattan, once I'm better, why not? Why not have the coverage? So, we're all going to be wearing masks for a while. I mean, like, oh, I wish this was going to be over much sooner than it is, you guys, because it just sucks. But I think that we also need to, like, have some gratitude in our attitudes. Like, everybody's, like, talking about how bored they are and all this stuff. And, you know, I'm just grateful to be alive. I'm not completely healthy yet. I'm glad to be in my house with heat and hot water. I'm so grateful to be able to pay my bills. Oh my God, if you're not able to pay your bills, I am so sorry. Please put your name below so I can do a prayer request for you. I am not in a financial position to help most people. You know, that's just not, you know, I'm not remotely a rich person yet in my life. But I do feel like I'm rich in joy, and that, like, you know, like I have this little rescue puppy that is so wonderful and makes me smile, and my husband makes me smile, and I hope that you are finding joy in your quarantine in your house. And you know, I mean, we don't even have a backyard. We don't have a balcony. We have a fire escape. We have a very small apartment. So it is challenging. I mean, it's a good thing that we get along. You know, don't get me wrong, we're married. We drive each other completely crazy sometimes. But, like, we're used to being with each other all the time. And I understand that a lot of people aren't used to being with each other all the time. And so now all of a sudden with their spouse or with their family all the time. And you're going to get on each other's nerves. That's just normal. That's family gets on each other's nerves. If you're not getting on each other's nerves, then you're not normal. Like, so don't think it's like some horrible thing that you're getting on each other's nerves. Anybody would be getting on each other's nerves if they're with each other all the time. I can tell you that if my best friend was here, I have like 3 really close friends. April, Gina, and Haley, and then Maddie. But Maddie is like my acting student, but she's also my dear friend. And I have a lot of other really good friends that I would drive them crazy. Like my wonderful friend, Mayan, who's like one of my dear friends, I would drive her crazy. And she's the sweetest person on the planet. My close girlfriends, I would drive them crazy. My mom, if I was, you know, I wish I was at my mom's house because I miss my mom terribly and I worry about her. But if I was at my mom's house, I would be driving her nuts. And I know I drive my husband nuts and he drives me nuts. The only thing that doesn't drive us nuts is the dog. The dog is perfect. The rest of us are flawed. So if you're driving your family nuts, you know, that's okay. Just make it through this alive. Just make it through it alive. Drink lots of fluids, up your vitamins, take any medication that you're supposed to take from your doctor. Don't take my videos as medical advice at all. I just wanted you guys to see that I'm obviously feeling better. And it's just, you know, it's not completely gone yet. So I'm not out of the woods. It's completely nerve-wracking. But from all accounts, I am living through this, and hopefully we'll be able to get an antibody test and give blood plasma as soon as I can. So thanks for tuning in. This is Nyalyn. Stay home, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay productive if you can. Like, don't feel like you have to do a million things. You don't have to learn 5 languages and KonMari your whole apartment. Like, if you're just getting through the day, that's enough. But be nice to yourself. Be loving and kind to yourself, and be loving and kind to your family, because some people didn't have today and some people won't have tomorrow, you know. So since we have today, and God willing we'll have tomorrow, let's all put some gratitude in our attitude and make the most of it, okay? Thanks for tuning in. This is Nyalyn. Stay safe, you guys. I love you.